Hi, thanks for joining me on my podcast, Profit with a Plan. This is where you can get some great ideas to create your most profitable small business. Just so you know, financial planning isn't only for those that have a lot of money or run big companies. A workable financial plan is for us everyday small business owners and professionals that want to make great financial decisions that lead to bigger profits. So join me, Marcia Reiner, your certified financial planner and financial business strategist, each and every Tuesday for some smart ideas that can add more profits to your bottom line. I help ambitious business owners to grow their profits in fast and unique ways to increase their income and spend strategically that produce bigger profits without killing themselves or constantly chasing their clients. If you know of anyone that may be curious, share my podcast and let's chat to see what we can do together to create greater profits in your business. So let's get on with today's podcast. We're talking about 10 easy ways to increase your income. So let's get right down to it, David Letterman style. So number 10, provide more value and raise your price. So in today's world, people are racing to zero, trying to undercut and be the lowest price out there. Well, if you're not the lowest price and you can't produce the volume to support that super low price, then you're never going to win second place for being the lowest price. You might as well be the highest. So the way I like to guide my clients is to provide a tremendous amount of value to what you're offering when you raise your prices. So in other words, you're going to add 5 or 10 times the value to that client for the higher price that you're going to charge. Because after all, you were charging A, now you're charging B, and you really want to have that price be of value so the client almost can't say no. I mean, you're giving away everything. And I like to say, let's give away everything. Give away your best stuff. Our competition is really out there trying to race to zero. And if we're increasing our prices, we better have something good to give to our clients. So stop trying to say, well, if you buy this package or you upgrade to this level, I'll give you the secret. You're just pushing people away, especially in a highly competitive industry. I would say, give away your best stuff. Put it in a package where you're creating value and you're endearing your clients to you. They will rush to buy your product. They'll pay you more for it because you've given them a higher perceived value and you will make more money from them. So it's a great idea. So number 9, diversify your products and services. So this is a investment world language or concept that I'm transitioning into my clients. And diversification is kind of like spreading eggs out in multiple baskets. And so I like to have my clients find many different products and services that they can provide their clients in a complementary, natural transition. Not, not being a hairstylist and providing, financial advice, but finding things that complement each other. So if you are a hairstylist, just for an example, you can go about doing blow dries. You can do curling. You can do permanent curls. You can do color along with the haircut. You can do relaxing. You can do conditioning treatments. You can sell shampoo and conditioner. You can sell styling products like curling irons or brushes. You can sell hair dryers. You can see that we're finding different products and services that complement what you're already doing. So if you are a marketing company, then maybe you want to not only have the marketing ideas, but you have a done-for-you marketing strategy. You have several done-for-you marketing strategies at different pricing levels. You have brand building. You have printing services. You have website development. You have, you can see where you start to go with this, right? And these are all things that are complementary to the service that you already provide. And the reason that you diversify is that if one of those solutions no longer is desirable, you have a half a dozen or a dozen more that can fill the client. The other reason is in the banking world, they like to make clients sticky. So if you can imagine, they get your bank account. From your bank account, they sell you a credit card. From the credit card, they give you a line of credit. They get you your mortgage. They get your car loan. They get your savings accounts. They put your kids' accounts together. They loan you money to buy a new refrigerator, to do the home repairs. They make you have so many different relationships with them that you become sticky. And what that means is that it becomes difficult for someone to leave you because they have so many products and services with you, and therefore they make you sticky. So diversification, A, increases your income, and B, it makes you very sticky with your clients. So number 8, hire or license mini-Us. So I use the term mini-me's from Austin Powers, you know, where he had the little guy next to him that was just like him. Well, make mini-Us. License your ability to create more people doing the exact same thing that you are, and you're getting a cut out of it. So if they are contractors or employees, or what have you, they're out there multiplying your best time to recreate more sales. Hiring is great with all the new laws and everything coming on, making them employees, but you have some risks with your employees. Employees require taxes and compliance and equal rights and things like that. But if you hire contractors and you ask them to take your idea and go out and you get a cut of it, or better yet, you control the money coming in so they get a cut of what you're bringing in, or you license it. You have someone pay you for your intellectual property, or even franchising where they have to follow exactly what you're doing. And I think that that creates more of you when you tap out on your time. So this is a great way to grow your business without you running out of time or constantly chasing down clients. You spread yourself out and multiply yourself, creating little mini-Us. I hope that's a good idea for you. So idea number 7, and these are 10 easy ways to increase your income. So item number 7, as we go down the hiring path, hire people to do the stuff that is non-revenue producing. We as small business owners wear many, many hats, and we go out and we say, okay, I can do the accounting myself because there's great software. Don't ever do that. I can do my own marketing because I've got some skills, or it can't be that hard, right? Don't ever do that. I can do the paperwork because I know how to do the paperwork. But is that revenue producing? No. What is your genius as the business owner? It was to create a solution to solve somebody's problem and to deliver that solution to them in a way that gets them to throw their credit cards at you. That is revenue producing. That is the only thing you should be doing in your business, is revenue producing jobs. And every other job relieves you. They still have to be done, but if you can hire someone to do them for you, then they're relieving you of that task, freeing up you so you can spend more time on the revenue producing tasks that your business is designed to do. Sounds pretty interesting, huh? Now, there are many ways that you can hire. Right now, there's a community that I've been investigating and really following up with, and I've hired one myself, is a virtual assistant. This is a VA. You can get this VA, they can be states away, they can be a country away, and they can do these tasks for you based on a fraction of the hourly charge. You don't have to have a desk for them or a computer for them. You just make sure that you're monitoring them and you're giving them tasks to do with clear direction. And in exchange for those tasks, you're paying them. And it's an amazing way of finding people to do the non-revenue generating tasks that need to be done. And so, business owner, take off some of your hats and pass down the non-revenue producing jobs to people at that pay scale that is right for that. If your hourly rate, just as an example, is $100, then having someone do your paperwork may only be a $15 an hour job. You're still getting more work done, and even though you're paying out, it's a small fraction of what you really earn. I hope this is making good sense to you. So let's talk about number 6 in our 10 easy ways to increase your income. Put your cash to work. Again, this is another investing world piece that I focus because that's where I came out of the investing world. And many of my strategies have investing styles or manners that I got from the banking and investing world that I share with my clients. So cash does you nothing but give you peace of mind and safety. You should be putting your cash to work in a way that will grow and earn money for it. I guess let me use a non-business term, but your mortgage. This is something that just used to drive me crazy when I was in the mortgage industry. And that was people would put a whole lot of down payment into their house and they'd pay extra payments and that money would just sit dead in their house. Where if they managed their mortgage payment a little bit and had something that was comfortable, they could take that cash and put it to work in the investing world, excuse me, and have that make money for them. By putting your cash to work, it really can be a very helpful strategy for using your money wisely. And if we develop a line of credit to act as an emergency fund, then your cash is working for you. But if you need something on a short notice, you have a credit line that can be that cash line for you. And you can always liquidate your cash that's invested if we do it smartly. And we put you in a low risk, but it's earning you something. This is a great way to increase your income as well. So nothing risky, so remember that. Okay, so we are looking at item number 5. I'm on one hand now. So item number 5 in 10 easy steps of increasing your income. So item number 5 is creating future income. So now we have profits in your business, and profits should be either taken out as a income and taxed, or it can be invested going further and not taxed. So I would say any opportunity that you have above your living needs with your profitability, that money should be invested for something that can produce an income later on. As an example, if you were to invest it in a lower risk, and we're not talking anything high risk here, we're not going out to lose your money, because preservation of capital is incredibly important to us business owners. But if you invested in another business, if you invested in real estate, if you invested in short-term loans, notes, if you invested in a low-risk investment in the quote stock market, or you did some things that could produce income for you with that money, then the company still has that. The company owns the investment, you own the company, and therefore you're not paying taxes on income that is just excess into your daily use. So this is a really huge tip when we're talking about increasing income for your business, increasing assets for you as a business owner, reducing your taxes. There's 3 top things right there and then. and not taking money just because the company's made it and you need to pull it off the spreadsheet so you're not corporate taxed on it. So it all depends on what your corporate structure is too. But I think that there are some really great ways that you can create future income with your profits and delay the taxes if at all, or if the best opportunity, delay or avoid taxes on them. So there's some really great strategies here. But I want you to think about this. Every dollar that you have coming out of your company absolutely should produce a return on that investment. So when you spend it, and I've spoken about this numerous times, when you spend it on marketing, make sure that that marketing is returning it for you, returning your investment. When you invest on your future, you want to make sure that that's producing a nice return for it as well. Okay, we're on to number 4. We're counting down in today's 10 easy ways to increase your income. So number 4, this is some stuff none of us really like to do because it's kind of a pain in the butt, but I highly recommend that you do this. I want you to negotiate with your current liabilities. Liabilities are debts that you have. I want you to find out, do I really need this debt and can I cut it? If you can, cut it. Or if I have to have it, can I negotiate? So can I negotiate with the rent on the building? Do I really need that kind of square footage? Can I reduce my expenses on my power bill? Do I need certain internet levels? You know, these are all things that you could cut. And I want you to think about cutting your non-essential stuff. Do you really need that fish tank in the middle of your office? Do you really need to have TV in your office? How about just internet? Do you need to have the name of your building, name of your company on the outside of your building? Do you need to be on the bottom floor or can you be on the second floor? Do you need an office at all? You know what I mean? There's things that we can look at, and I'm very good at digging through someone's budget and saying, all right, do you really need this? Is there a better, less expensive way that you can do it? By cutting or negotiating your existing expenses, you can cut costs and therefore increase your profits. If you remember my very simple profit equation, income minus expenses equals profits. And if we can cut your expenses, your profits are going to go up and you don't have to work quite so hard with the income to get those profits you're looking for. So now we're down to 3 on the 10 easy ways to increase your income. Number 3 is spending more on your marketing. As I keep saying, there's really only 2 proper spends in your business. One is on marketing and the other is on innovation, because you have to innovate or you will die. And if we can spend money on marketing, then that's going to bring more business to you, because you're marketing to your ideal client and you're talking to them in the language that they need to hear so they can make decisions to come buy from you. So marketing is essential. And I highly recommend that you go to the experts who market for a living, and they know the trends and they know the avenues, and they're the ones that should be doing the marketing, not you. Now, if you are on a budget, there are some things that you can do, but I have to say, marketing is an essential expense, and wherever possible, spend more on it. And if you can spend $1 on marketing and get $1 back, you've won. That's break even, right? Now you have someone in your world, and they're going to be spending more money with you over time. Hopefully you're not a one and done kind of client or business person. You don't just have one product and once you sell it, you're done with them. You have multiple streams of income and different products and solutions that you can offer them. And hopefully that's helping. But if you spend more money on marketing, you're going to get more people into your circle. One of my gurus says that if even a bad marketer is going to get $1 for every dollar that they spend. They should. But if you can get $3 or $4 or $5 in return for every dollar you spend on marketing, is that not a great investment? So let's plan and do some great strategies on marketing. Hire some really smart people, technical people, and go where your clients are. And in order to find out where your clients are, you have to truly understand your clients, right? So this is a whole nother ball of wax. But my thought process on here is that if you can spend more on specific and strategic marketing, you're going to grow your business. You're going to grow your business. You're going to grow your income. You're going to do great things for a lot of people. And that's what I want you to do. So number 3, spend more on marketing. We're down to number 2. So number 2, I want you to create an evergreen product. What in the world is an evergreen product? An evergreen product is a product that does not require you to sell it. You sell it one time and you reuse the information you used to sell it. Excuse me. So as an example, you create a webinar, and through the webinar, you're selling a product and someone buys your product. You created the webinar one time. People can watch it and watch it and watch it over and over, and you make money off of it, but it only took you one time to create. As an example I use with my chiropractors is to create an exercise regimen, because you're trying to get them healthy and strong again. And part of being healthy and strong is to be able to move your body in safe and beneficial ways to strengthen yourself. So if they can have or pay to have it done or teach it themselves one time on video, they can resell that video over and over and over and over and over again. That is an evergreen product, my friends. And I think we all need at least one evergreen product in our business solutions with our products and services that we offer. So that way it can be sold in our sleep and it can still keep going and being sold for you. And you don't have to do anything for it. It's not going to happen overnight, but you know what? Great ideas start somewhere. And if you start thinking about it, I bet you can find an evergreen product that you can create in your industry that will make you money. And it doesn't have to be $1 million product. It can be a $47 product or a $27 product. If you've got the volume, it will help you out. So now we're down to number 1. I can pound on the table. Number 1, ta-da, the David Letterman style, right? The number 1 thing that you can do to have easy ways to increase your income. This is one of my favorite, most underutilized tool. Use other people's money. How about that? So if you use someone else's money, now granted, you have to have good credit and you have to have a way to pay it back. But if you're leveraging someone else's money to make you money and it didn't cost you any of your own money, but a little bit of interest, that's a great idea. Now, I highly suggest that you have to have a plan and a strategy with it so it doesn't whirlwind out of control with you. But I have to say, this is exactly the number 1 tool banks use every single day to grow their profits. Banks aren't risky, are they? Well, not particularly risky, at least in this time in year. Think about it. A bank borrows my savings money. I put my money in the account. They get to use it. They pay me a nominal fee for it. And then they turn around and loan it to you. And you pay them 5 or 6% on it. They used my money, my deposit, to loan you money, and they make the spread or the juice off of it. If you do the same thing in your business, and not loaning money and asking for people to make deposits, but if you use other people's money, and that's called leverage and arbitrage, if you leverage your business properly, and maybe you use one of your assets that you still own, and you use other people's money at a fraction of the cost to grow, buy you more assets that produce income, or you use that money to buy marketing that's going to produce more clients, or you use that money to hire a few people or to innovate with new solutions, you will be so far ahead of the game, and you never used your own money except for the nominal interest that you pay. Ta-da! Those, my friends, are my 10 easy ways to increase your income in your business. And remember, more income and better spending on your expenses are going to equal bigger profits. So I hope you found some great ideas today, and thank you so much for listening. I hope these ideas you can put into your business and you can control your money and be more profitable. If you would like to know specifically how to increase your own profits in your business, let's chat. My contact information will be in this podcast description. Next week's show, I have the amazing Christina Webby showing up, and she is an amazing photographer. She coaches other photographers, but more importantly, she has found that your image is something incredibly important in your branding. And when you have an image, your image could be your logo, it could be your brand, it could be your product. She is also an amazing photographer with food. So she'll take that food for corporations, and that food, you know, that big juicy hamburger on TV, and it's making your mouth water and you want to go run down to the store, run down to the restaurant and get that burger. She does that kind of photography. And it's branding. And she also does personal images. So these kind of things are incredibly important to your business. And I highly recommend you jump on next week's podcast with us to listen. So I'd like to share something with you. I'm very, very excited. Next month, October, I am releasing my new book. This is my second book, entitled Big Profit Secrets Exposed. And I'm getting ready to go on a speaking tour where I'll be speaking to groups and small groups. I'd love to come speak to yours throughout 2020. So if you follow me, I'll get you a copy of that book and also my 3 secrets to finding hidden cash flow right now in your business. So I would love your questions, feedback, and ideas for future shows. You can always reach me on any of my social channels, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, at Bella Financial or Marcia Reiner, or on my website, bellafinancialgroup.com. You can always catch Profit with a Plan on any of your favorite podcast players, and looking forward to more great profitable information on next week's show. So until then, make your plans and profit with it. Thanks.